What is going on, Movie Meals? Movie Meals. Hey, we've been having technical difficulties like you wouldn't believe. Took me like
Yeah.
9 days to upload the last pod, which I don't even think I told Kyle about because he was out of town. And I barely talked to him. It took me forever. I was in a fight to get
Don't
the
tell
last
Kyle.
episode. And I don't know why. I have insane upload speed. I don't get
Supposedly.
it. I got insane overall speed. No. I do. It tells me what's coming in. I'm
Right.
seeing the numbers.
Right.
I think
The
it's
numbers don't lie.
Hey, it's literally what math is all about, baby.
No, but really, what else would it be if for YouTube to not be able to upload your video?
I think the file's too big. I think they've changed some settings that I need to double check. But anyway,
that's crazy. Every YouTube video is so massive now. There's like 10-hour long videos. How is that even? How is they gotta allow that?
I know.
These wackos.
Hey, I know it. Hey, thank you to my patrons. Give me link, we get some merch, all that good stuff. Link down in the description. Yeah, let's. You know what bot joined the? I didn't tell you this. A bot joined the Patreon.
Hey, welcome.
I got an email and it was like, bot has paid this much money. It was our max amount of money for us to watch a movie they recommend. And
forgot about that tier.
Put in the message, please watch this movie, blah, blah, blah. You can find it at this link.
Yeah.
Money's been deposited. And then they left the Patreon and no money was actually deposited. And I did not click the link.
I would have.
No wonder you have a virus.
Yeah, I got so many. The tech problems are from me. It spreads.
True. All right. Well, we're here. We don't actually have a ton to talk about today, but we wanted to film, so we're going to start with kind of the big thing that the whole world's talking about here. One battle after another. Not only the title of the latest Paul Thomas Anderson flick, but also the title of my life.
Of all our lives.
Yeah, Kyle saw it last night. I saw it on Friday from when we're filming. I saw it in IMAX. I did not get to see it in the 70 millimeter. Didn't choose to drive that far because our IMAX we have is pretty nice, but saw it in VistaVision. It was beautiful, insanely incredible. What did you see it on?
Well, we saw it at Regal, so that's where you have to squint to see like their screen because it's in crappy quality, and then the staff throws garbage at you while you're watching the movie. It really is like a nice thing for them to go the extra mile. So that was my viewing experience.
I've since found better Regals, but man, the Regal he's talking about is horrible.
It's bad, guys. It's bad. It's a miracle I am so dedicated to the industry. That theater has not broken me.
I bet it's broken much as a lot of people there. Like,
it's the only one, man. I guess for
the new AMC we go to, if you're not in the IMAX or they're Dolby, so theaters number 1 and 2, they have 20 more theaters. If you're not in one of those two, it is exactly like your Regal.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's just built exactly the same way.
Chairs from 2002. Oh, like bad everything. No recline. Not even a slight bend back. Are you kidding? Stop.
Can't even lean back, even so slightly. I was on a trip for work, and literally a block away from the hotel I was staying at was an AMC theater. And I should have gone. Especially because our buddy had to have us postpone watching this movie until Sunday night. So I was really kicking myself for multiple reasons, not just because I had to go to Regal.
I guess you've just gotten nicer in your old age where you choose to wait for friends. Because when we were living together, you didn't wait for me at all. You ran to every movie you wanted to see first without your pal.
I only remember Guardians. And that was because you were out of town. Well, that's not really true either. You
were coming to me.
I was traveling the next day.
On Saturday or on Friday. You came up on Friday. You saw it Thursday.
Yep, I did. Me. Yep, true story.
Horrible. I'm still mad, clearly. Anyway, one battle after another. Kyle, what'd you think? Positive.
Freaking fantastic movie. Like, you know,
Yeah.
we all, if you're watching this
Good.
channel, you're probably watching many other channels, probably catching Rotten Tomatoes and all the critics and stuff like that. And like the past 3 weeks, the excitement for this movie, the buzz for this movie was just off
High.
the charts. It was high.
Extremely high.
Yeah, so I was so
And he fell
excited, but
for it.
also I fell for it.
And Kyle became the very thing he has sought to destroy. He let all the early reactions get to him. And then in 2 weeks, when Al gets excited for another movie, he's going to be like, no, Alex, never get excited for the reactions early. Never listen to the people talking.
At
The
least,
best
there's
thing
some.
that's ever happened.
This is not a BVS situation, more so that it's a PTA situation. So I give a bit more credibility to that side.
Yeah, because he's never made a bad movie.
Depends on who you talk to. Depends on who you talk to.
Pizza sucks.
But I thought as excited as I was for this for the past few weeks, I thought for sure that it was going to be overhyped for myself and I wasn't going to wind up enjoying it. And I am so happy to say that that was not the case. Like 10 minutes into this movie, I was locked in and knew that we were in for like a really special movie. You just get those feelings like when you watch a movie, you know, like you just you just feel the excitement in you when you lock in like that. And yeah, that was the case with one battle after another. A very interesting movie from PT, I'd say, because it's funny. I would say that for his filmography, he usually has his movies take place in like the past and not in like the present time. So for him to like make a more contemporary piece, especially for the current times that we're living in, he is literally pointing outside like the window in today's America, and it's just showing it how it is. It feels like it's
Which
really
is a wild thing because he wrote this script before we were
a lot
where
of
we
it.
are.
Yeah,
most of it. He shot the movie last year. He probably wrote the script 2 years ago.
mm-hmm.
Like we were in a very different climate. I mean, still more hostile, but not nearly as hostile as now, which is fairly impressive.
And if I recall correctly, this is also based on a book, so I kind of wonder like what he took with the book, what he left out of the book, and you know, it's just wild how creatives can just kind of envision the future in a sense. Like there's so many examples of that to be the case. But no, you're right, Alex. Like it's crazy just how things just come together like they do when someone's making art. So yeah, it is a hard watch for sure, but that's not too surprising from PTA. He makes lots of movies that are some hard watches.
Family friendly, yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I would say here, like what he cooks up here is just so impressive. Just with the juggling of themes and just making a portrait of like our society currently, just in terms of themes revolving around acts of revolution, themes around familial times, themes around parenthood, and how in our current day and age that it's scary being a parent, like scary almost more now than ever, and how you try to protect your kids as much as you can, but at the end of the day, you just got to learn how they almost have to learn how to protect themselves, and you can't be around them for very long. Yeah, just it's just a very fascinating window, and it's such a thrill ride at the same time. Because the pacing of this movie is just terrific. I mean, I know that we say this for a lot of 3-hour movies that like the runtime is never terrible and the pacing's pretty on point. This one, like next to Oppenheimer, is like
very well paced for a long.
Very well paced.
Extremely well paced.
Extremely well paced. The score in this movie gives you anxiety the whole way through, and if that's not going to give you anxiety, then some of these performances they see in the movie will give you anxiety. Not just in terms of Leonardo DiCaprio's anxiety-filled role, but also just Sean Penn in like this very brutal, ugly, villainous role, and sadly, maybe even like a very realistic role at the same time. But this whole
comical.
Say that again?
He's super comical without meaning to be. He's unintentionally very funny, which is why it's kind of scary and realistic in a way.
Yeah, for sure. But but you're right though. Like not just that role, but also a lot of the movie is funny in a dark sort of way, and it really works.
Very Paul Thomas Anderson. He always does dark humor.
Yeah, absolutely, and he nails it in this for sure. But yeah, the surrounding cast itself is terrific. I mean, we have Benicio del Toro, known terrific and very funny. Again, very funny. Supporting role. The young actress, I believe her name was like Chase Infinity or something like that. It's a crazy name, but it's such a cool actor name of hers, and she is a scene stealer in a lot of the case, and really has to do some heavy lifting on her own, and she does a terrific aspect of it too. She
goes toe to toe with legends and outperforms them. She is better in this movie than Leo is. I stand by it, and Leo's exceptional. I've seen a lot of people say this is Leo's best performance of his career, and that I disagree with. I do not think it's his best. I actually think his character in this and his character in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood are actually not that very different at the end of the day. I think they're fairly similar style characters, but he's incredible. I mean, he's a knockout. He should be nominated for an Oscar. I don't know if he should win. We still got a lot to look at.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
But she goes toe to toe with him, Del Toro, Sean Penn, who may be a loser of a human being, but
he is
talented actor, and Regina Hall.
Let's talk about Teyana Taylor as well.
Yeah, I was about to say Teyana.
Oh man, dude, she's awesome.
Yeah,
she's terrific. No, I mean, and granted, when you're gonna get that with PTA, like he knows how to get an actor dialed in, but it's also on him as well, and he dials it up. Like I was saying, it's strange seeing like a contemporary feature from him, but it's sadly kind of a really good time just to do that, because there's just so many layers going on in the world that are just illustrated in this movie. But at the same time, you're going to be in on the story. It's about a father rescuing his daughter, essentially. It's about a father realizing despite all of his best efforts to make the world a better place, that it's up to practically the next generation to start stepping up and even fix some of the mistakes that past generations have put upon ourselves. So yeah, just a lot of different aspects are going into this movie, but yet none of it feels like it's overstaying its welcome. It never feels like it's too crowded, too muddled. Like it's all in a very great direction, and it all leads to just a very entertaining story and a very dark story from start to finish. So that's enough of my rambling for my initial thoughts, I guess. But take it away, Alex.
Yeah, no, I loved it. It sucked me in. It's really, really paced well. I mean, it is a staple for how to pace a long movie the right way. Oppenheimer up there too. You mentioned that. Oppenheimer is like that as well, where it's almost 3 hours or 3 hours, and you do not feel it.
Right.
Yeah, I loved it. We left the theater, and Autumn was like, do you think, has everybody else seen it? Do you think Nick and Kyle will like it? Nick being my brother, shout out NESs. And I said, it's already one of their favorites of the decade, and they both haven't seen it yet. I can feel it in my bones. They sat down with the expectations in hand.
I would throw that to Nick.
She did ask me, and that is my answer. Yeah. I did say, I bet you they love this movie. And it wasn't just because you guys are goofballs who yell at everybody else for being excited for a movie, and then PTA comes out with one, and you're the same as everyone else.
Well, but again, different strokes, but
no, same stroke. No. But I finished the movie and was like, no, this is up their alley. I mean, this is just that good. It is. I think it is in competition for one of the best movies of the decade. Like, I think it is really that good. It is not the best movie of the decade, because it's hard to count a decade when you're only 5 years into it. Like, I can't. Yeah. I don't want to get, and we're not even 5 years. We're only barely under 5. So I
4
can't
3/4
call it quite the best yet, but I think it is on par with some of the best movies I've seen in the 2020s. Like, it is one of the best. It is. I remember on our last pod, I kind of feel like The Long Walk said, all right, guys, Oscar season has started. And then One Battle After Another said, okay, Oscar season started, great, because we're your top contender for a while that everyone's going to talk about, and you're going to have to beat us. We've set the bar. And
for sure, there's so many examples in years past of like, we're in September, this is easily the front runner, and then come January, we forget about it. I don't think that's going to happen with this movie. I truthfully don't.
No. We won't forget about this movie.
Yeah.
But now a lot of festivals, like more local festivals, are about to start up in October. Those type of
Mm-hmm.
movies start to come out, movies you haven't heard about all year, and then all of a sudden it's like, did you hear about this Oscar contender? I mean, like a Nora
Right.
last year was that. So,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, no, I loved it. PTA just delivers. He usually makes bangers. There Will Be Blood is one of the best movies ever made. I mean, it is
Yeah.
that good.
Yeah.
I just watched Boogie Nights for the first time, and
Yeah,
I
I did
realized I
too.
hadn't actually kind of dove into his filmography as much as I should have.
Mm-hmm.
Boogie Nights is insanely good. I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good. I
Yeah,
just
that
watched
one.
another one of The Master. I just watched for the first time, which I
Oh,
thought was good.
yeah.
No, not that
Really?
reaction.
Oh,
No,
wow. Okay.
no, The
I mean,
Master's great. It's a great
it's
movie,
it's
but it's
great.
not. It's not There Will Be Blood. It's
No,
not.
no, no, definitely not.
It's
No,
not. It's
but
not.
Hoffman's like that's an all-timer performance for me. I
Thought he
don't
was
know,
better in
like that.
Capote.
Oh, really?
Yep. Thought he was better in
Oh,
Capote. And I
that's
wrote
cool. That's a
my
cool take.
Letterbox review that said, so I called you out. I was like, Kyle, don't yell at me. Movie club
I'm
members.
not.
I'm
I'm
not
not yelling.
I'm not defending my own pick here because I picked it for movie club. Here's my difference.
Okay.
He's not the lead in that. He's not.
No.
It's Joaquin Phoenix is the lead in The Master.
Mm-hmm.
He comes in and says, no, I'm the best performance in this movie. And I
Mm-hmm.
feel like a lot of people tend to gravitate towards the side character who then kind of really pops. And honestly, arguably, he is a lead in the film. But I think a lot of people tend to gravitate towards that. I think a lot of people in our movie club do that because I've just noticed that over the years. And so I think his performance is stellar. But I think he transforms for me in Capote. He becomes a different person. I could see
No, it's
Philip
true.
Seymour Hoffman on screen during this. I did not see him when I was watching Capote, but The Master's a better overall movie. But talk about a long movie that isn't like that movie struggles with pacing compared to One Bad After Another that really rocks it.
I'd agree with
Punch
that.
Drunk Love is the next movie I want to watch, but I think Autumn will really like that because I've never seen it, and I know it's a romantic comedy, right? So
yeah, it's really good.
I want to see that. And Magnolia I was going to watch, and then I didn't want to rent it, so I watched Edge of Tomorrow instead, or Leave That.
Hey, that's all right. That's a good one too.
Excellent.
Right.
But anyway, One Battle After Another is killer. I think Sean Penn steals the show in the movie. I think he is the best performance in the whole movie, which sucks to say because he's a crappy human being.
Yeah. But I mean, he is a big component of like why everything goes in motion and you have to buy into it, you know?
I
and
heard
sadly,
somebody, I heard a YouTube movie pundit podcast guy. I can't remember their name. I don't watch them a lot, but I watch them sometimes, or at least tune into clips here and there. And they talked about, and I agree with this take, that he might be one of, if not the best villain since
Avatar 2.
What's his face in No Country for Old Men? Why can't I think of the character's name?
Oh, well, it's Javier Bardem, but
on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah, I can't think of it either now.
Antoine Chigurh. That's who it is. Anton Chigurh. And I agree. I think Sean Penn is on that level in this movie. I think he is that generational. I think right now he is the front runner for anybody to win the Academy Award for acting in this movie. I think he is the best performance. I then think right after that is Chase Infinity. I think she is the second best performance.
That would be such a fun nomination.
Oh man, she right now I think is the clear front runner for best actress.
Yeah. But I tell you,
phenomenal.
But I tell you what, I could see Tiana Taylor also getting that. I mean, not to spoil it too much. I know that she's not in a lot
of the movie.
But when she is, man, when she is,
that's a support. You just nailed give her the supporting nom. That's what
exactly. No, exactly. Is. Okay, so we're on the same page then.
Yep.
Got it.
I'd give it to her in supporting for sure.
So then you would want Chase to be gunning for lead then.
I think she is a lead.
Gotcha. Okay,
she's in the entire movie except for the first 30 minutes.
Right.
She's insane. I think she is the second best performance though. And then I think it's Del Toro. I think Leo is the fourth best, which is a wild thing to say because I think Leo's sensational. I think he's at his A game here. And I think I just don't think it's the best of his career because I don't think it's a massive stretch from what we've seen before compared to Wolf of Wall Street or Django.
Oh my God.
I still think
Wolf
he's
of Wall
insane in Django.
Django's good. Man, dude, talk about a guy that just knows what to, like, he knows the assignment, man. And like him pairing with all these like legendary directors too. Like he finally is now pairing with PTA.
Yeah.
In our year of 2025. Like that is just
even Rami Malek terrific. Got in with PTA before Leo. No shade to Rami.
Oh, the master, right? Master. Yeah, he was there.
There was a couple people.
Jesse Plemons got
masters. Hey, Laura Dern. We're not done. Amy Adams is in the movie. I kept flying. I was like, people kept appearing. Anyway, I personally, my favorite, like, in terms of the performance I enjoyed watching the most in the movie was actually Del Toro. I thought he was awesome. And I think he should get a supporting nom as well. He is fantastic.
Either him or Penn I would be okay with. I don't know if it's going to be likely that both of them could get nominated. It's possible, but like there's an argument to be made. Absolutely.
If they're not both, it should go to Penn. My personal bias wants it to be Del Toro because I just loved him in this movie. I thought he was the funniest character. I thought he brought a lot to the scenes he was in. He displays a very real world sense of of calm in the chaos. That there are people that are like, all right, I've been doing this. I know what's gonna happen. Here's how we do it. And then you got Leo yelling "Viva la Revolution!"
Right, and he's still freaking out despite his background.
Leo does the funny, straight, I'm high all the time, but trying to do something kind of good character very well. Because that's kind of what Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is. So, which is why I think this wasn't a giant leap for him, but he's still, again, sensational. But
you can kind of argue it's not a good movie, but you can argue that Don't Look Up is also that. Not as much, but it's there. There's sprinkles of it too.
Yeah. And the same, similar style of what he's bringing to the table compared to Django and Wolf of Wall Street. Yes. Wolf of Wall Street is the poster for how far he can go with his comedy. Yeah. And like kind of crazy comedy.
God, that's not even the Oscar he won. Man.
Sometimes though I think we forget how good The Revenant actually is, though.
Oh, it's absolutely good. He could have been a 2-time Oscar winner. Well, I mean, even before that,
he probably should have. But also, what was the year he lost Wolf of Wall Street? I think that was when Matthew McConaughey.
That had to have been Dallas.
People forget.
It's a very good performance.
How good? No,
God. It's very good. Yeah,
even better than that.
Yeah,
people forget how good the McConaissance was.
What a time to be alive.
McConaughey came in.
The tents were
said,
fun for movies.
Dude, McConaughey came in and said, I'm going to drop some of the maybe greatest performances you're ever going to see in your life.
I feel like the industry... Oh, sorry, Alex.
Go ahead. What does the industry feel like, Kyle?
I feel like it's the... it's the industry and even people that love movies are still chasing that high that was the McConaissance. You know what I mean? Like, we still are, looking for that actor that is, who's going to just turn it around and just go on this tear of,
and then
banger after banger movies. Well, yeah, it happens.
Barely done anything. Although that little bus movie looks kind of fun, where he goes in and saves some kids at the school. Okay, it looks like a heartwarming story.
You're probably right.
He also took a step back from Hollywood. But anyway... One battle after another. I know we're getting off topic a lot, but it's kind of fun. One battle after another. It really, really is sensational. The only critiques I have, and I guess small spoilers, I want more Regina Hall for how talented she is. I actually think if anyone for sure is not competing for an Academy Award, it's Regina Hall. I don't think they set up enough of her relationship with everybody that makes her incredibly impactful when she does do what she does in the film. I don't think the only scene we get of her beforehand almost at all is just them sitting by a fire, listening to the others talk. to Teyana Taylor and one of the other actresses talk.
Yeah.
Nia McHale's character, and then she's
Right.
gone, and then she comes back. So for not very much time, and
Yeah.
I wished we got more of her. That is one of my few critiques, and
I
that's
get what
pretty
you
much it.
I get what you mean. I mean, she's certainly not bad in this movie. She is good.
She's sensational.
I would
She
say like
delivers a
she's just
great performance.
the character itself is just crucial to the beginning of the movie due to Tiana's character, whose name is escaping me now, but her character having um, depression after her birth of her child, essentially, and just kind of being like a shoulder for Leo in a sense. So I like that aspect, but you're right though; it doesn't
When
really
does she
go
need a
much
shoulder?
further from there. It
They
was the
sit
scene
at
at the
the
fire,
fire,
right? Yeah,
but
it was
they
that.
just sit there, Kyle. They don't do anything. They don't talk. They don't lean on each other. Like, they don't actually really share much dialogue. They're just,
Mm-hmm.
it's all Tiana Taylor's character talking at that moment. They do
Sure.
not set that up very well. I agree with what
Okay.
you're saying. I think that
Yeah.
is his point. They
Right.
don't do that in the movie.
That's fair. I mean, it's not done. It's not done great. I'll give you that. I'm just saying, like, I like what her utilization was, the idea of her utilization, and that it wasn't just. We don't need to shrug our shoulders at like what's the point of the character. That's all I'm just getting at. Like, but you're right though. Like the character is not. It needs to be utilized more, or could have been utilized
I
more.
wish we got just a little bit more through line. So
Mhm.
when, again, spoilers for One Battle Left Another, when she does show up and save her, feels a slightly more impactful moment.
Saves the
Saves the girl at the dance.
yes, the daughter.
Saves
Yes.
Will at the
Okay.
dance. Will is the character's name, right? Yeah.
Yep. Thank you.
Saves
Thank
her
you
at the
for
dance.
the reminder.
And again, this is a nitpick. This is a tiny nitpick. I just wish there had been a little bit more with them at the beginning to set up how good she is throughout the entire rest of the movie, because Regina Hall brings her A game. I don't see her getting a nomination because before her is Sean Penn. Honestly, it's Chase Infinity, Benicio del Toro, Leonardo DiCaprio, and then Tiana Taylor. Like, there's not much. I mean, when you're sixth on the pecking call, it's just going to happen. And it's no shade of Regina Hall. I love her. She is seriously incredible.
Yeah, she does very well in this movie.
She's excellent.
Yeah. Again, I want to shout out the action that goes on in this movie and just the way that the camera moves for a lot of it. Like it does the right amount of giving you that anxiety, making you hold your breath, sitting on the edge of your seat, but it doesn't do it in a way to where it's like totally distracting. I think the camera work for a lot of this movie is done very well. Very well for that.
The final sequence is amazing, and there's
I couldn't believe how well it was pulled off
already.
Oh, really? Oh, I need to check those.
Oh, yeah. There's one Mario Kart track that's just going to give you a PTSD with Paul Thomas Anderson here.
Yeah.
A little PTSD with PTA is what we call that.
He's the master at it.
Giving you PTSD when you play Mario Kart. Yeah, no, that whole sequence is excellent. They made me slightly dislike Christmas, and that's a bummer. Like
that it was.
Stop coming for Christmas.
Those aspects are
believable. So scary.
Believable, scary, sad, but yeah, they just hit you like a truck.
And it's uncomfortably funny. You are laughing through those scenes that we're talking about because it is funny, because these are people that feel like cartoon characters, which is why the movie works so well, because when you leave, you're like, oh, those are real people. A lot of people act like that in real life, which is scary, because I laughed at them because they are cartoon characters in this movie.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, a lot of the comedy is not like how we're describing it, really. It's only in the matters where we see those in power that are very cruel. And we see them as those cartoon characters, quote unquote.
In those characters, yeah. There's comedy throughout the whole movie, but
it's not the same. It's not going to be the same type of comedy all the way through. Although all of it is dark, so I don't know. Maybe that makes sense. Maybe that doesn't. But I'm just saying,
it's all the same style humor all the way through. It's uncomfortable, weird situation, goofy characters doing wacky stuff, giggles.
Fair enough.
Like them chugging beer in the car. Cops on their trail.
Del Toro rules, man.
He really does, man. He really does.
Did you see
He
the
really does.
Phoenician? Did you see the Phoenician scheme with him in the lead role? The Wes Anderson movie.
No, didn't get
No,
around to it. I think that was
yeah.
when we were moving, right? Wasn't that right after you came, or right before you
No, it might have
came?
been a little. I think it was before.
Then I was also still busy
No,
getting
I mean
ready to move.
that's fair. No, he just between that and this movie, like he's doing really well this year. He has some really great roles.
Yeah, he's been in some other stuff I thought recently. He was in
This
F1,
year?
wasn't
Or... No, that was Bardem.
he? Bardem, that's who it is. Yeah, just the Phoenician scheme. Yeah, I didn't need to rush that. I'm not the biggest Wes Anderson guy anyway.
Yeah, good movie, but I
Yeah.
get it. It's fair.
At my showing of One Bed After Another, Cinema Score was there. Reps from Cinema Score were handing out
Oh,
little
okay.
pamphlets, and they wanted you to rate the movie 1 to 5. You had
Mm.
to fold these little things. Okay, I rated it. I gave it a 5, which is
Okay.
wild because if you go to my Letterbox, it didn't get a 5 because
You
at the end of
lied?
yeah, no, just a Cinema Score, but they didn't have half stars. If they had had half stars, I would have given it four
Mm,
and a half,
there it
which is
is.
where I'm
Okay.
at right now.
Fair enough.
Yeah, all the people I know who are always the most critical of giving out 4 and 4.5s are never shy about giving them 5s away. But anyway, I'm talking about you. No perfect movie for Kyle.
I rarely give out 5s.
I know. That's
Check
why it's
my
wild.
list.
5s don't
Those are
exist.
special.
You
Those are
said
special
5s don't
movies.
exist. You say 5s, there's no such thing as a perfect movie.
Hey, did I say it was a perfect movie? I said it was a fantastic movie. I didn't say this was a perfect movie. But it's 5. It's a fair game. This is awesome.
Just kidding. But no, they had rate the movie, and then what else was on it? It was rate 1 through 5, and then it was why'd you come to see it, and there were 2 other things, but I can't
What'd you
remember what
write?
the 2 things were.
What did you write for why'd you come to see it?
You don't write. You fold.
Oh,
They have the little like grooves so you could flap the things down so you didn't have to have a pen, so you could just hand it to them on your way out, and then they could go through and see where you creased it and where you ripped the little things so you knew where it was. For why you came, it said, did you come for the lead actor, the lead actress, the director, there was 2 other things I can't remember now. It was like because there was 5 total. It was like, did you come for it wasn't another actress or actress. It was like, did you come for the script, or did you come for like something else? I can't remember.
So
but
wait, they don't have a question for like the marketing worked, or they saw it like on Twitter or something?
Yeah,
like,
that was one of them. How'd you hear about this? Was one of them.
Okay, good. I was gonna say
had
that's wild. Yeah,
had a few things.
Okay.
Or that might have been one of the ones of like, did you hear it on the internet, or did you come because you heard of it or something? But anyway, for why you came, when they asked about like what, like if it was actor or director, I just pushed them all. I folded all of them, all 5. I was like, I'm here for everybody. I'm here for PTA. I'm here for Leo. I'm here for Del Toro. I'm here for all the beautiful ladies dominating. I'm here for this new actress who's just said, hey, let me just come on the scene and dominate.
Which, by the way, another great aspect of that movie is just like the focus on like the world from women's eyes. I thought that was a nice touch too in that movie.
My favorite review I've seen says that One Battle After Another was just Star Wars, but the Jedis are very hot, incredible black women. And I was like, amen. Yeah, I mean, they're not wrong.
No notes.
Are they wrong?
Did you see that? Oh well, I'll tell this later. Keep going, Alex. Because I think this is interesting.
Nothing. Please do.
Oh well, I just wanted to mention. I'm pretty sure this was true that Leo said that for like the sunglasses that he wears throughout the movie, he got the idea from the Mandalorian or no Boba Fett or something.
Oh yeah,
like,
his fit was inspired by Boba Fett, is what I saw.
Yeah, it's the dude loves Star Wars. Anyway, I want to hear more about the Cinema Score stuff. Do you have anything else?
I don't remember the other 2, but let's see what the Cinema Score is. I left the theater being like, I want that job.
Would be easy enough.
Yeah, I'm at the movie anyway.
Yeah.
Let's
I
see. One
work
battle
here.
after another has an A. Oh, I think that was what it was. Rated out of 5 and then give it a letter grade. Maybe that's what it was. I think it was just rated, give it a letter grade. So I gave it an A. I think it was A, B, C, D, E, or A, B, C, D, and F. That would make sense. A, B, C, D, F. Yeah, I think that's what it was. There wasn't 1 through 5.
I wonder what the difference is between rating it 1 through 5 and then doing the letter
Oh, they have
grade.
an example of it. They have an example of the card on the website.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember this many options. No, I think I do.
It was dark in
remember
there.
This many options. It was. It said, there was options for would you buy it on Blu-ray? I said yes. Would you rent this movie? I said yes, and buy it on Blu-ray. And then reasons are lead actor, lead actress, type of movie. So it was genre, and then plot or director. I put all 5 of them bad boys down. And then it was your age, score A through F, and then your gender. So
okay.
I gave it an A. I remember accidentally, now that I'm looking at it, ripping 35 to 49, which made me sad when I started folding that. And I was like, no, they're going to think I'm way old. And then I had to fix it.
You run up to them, I'm 30.
And then, yeah. Hey, they got an A. But it was kind of cool. I was like,
thanks to you.
Nobody's ever done this. I've always wanted to kind of do one of these. Like, I never got to do one. It's kind of fun.
Yeah. You only hear about that.
Much. But yeah, the cinema score definitely is going to be the better insight, like Metacritic a little bit, of what common people do think, because they do go there and poll people. Yeah. So although it's usually opening night people, so it's usually people who kind of somewhat know what's going on. But
I've also noticed that the score the score is going to vary as well, because not only just for the common moviegoers, but also because like some genre movies are more in the lane and more of like a particular audience's lane, so that's why they would like give it a high score. You know what I mean? Like that is part of it.
No,
too.
I do know what you mean, but I didn't know this movie was the plot it was. I've seen the trailer a million times. Either I missed something, but the whole pretty much the whole major point of why, because Leo in the trailer I think just says, at least the trailer I kept seeing was just, your mom and I used to do bad stuff. They're after us. Like, that's all I thought. So when I was like, oh wow, this is like a very politically charged, gigantic, metaphoric satire in a way, and commentary, I was like, oh wow, I was not prepared for this. So it definitely had a little bit of that, and I think sometimes that can turn common people off. But I'll tell you what turns me off is the dude next to me who kept playing with his straw and cup. You know that noise where it's like, he just would pick it up and he'd be like playing with it like this. And it's like, my guy, I'm like
a cat,
5 inches from your hand. Put that thing away.
Smack it out of his hand. Get that out of there.
People in Demon Slayer were way more behaved. It was a packed house, though. It was not sold out, but it was fairly packed. Yeah.
I didn't have a big crowd for mine, but it was like Sunday nights. That's not that surprising, but we were locked in, man. Like, I could feel,
locked in because those seats don't move.
That's part of it. But like the right locked in, you know what I mean? It's like people were leaning forward. We actually clapped at the end. Like, people actually clapped at the end of the movie, which I don't see happen often anymore. So
I feel like ever since like 2017 now, it happens all the time. Like, at
especially
least
for the genre
stuff.
Yeah.
Remember when we walked out of American Sniper at that theater back in college, and it was just like silence. Everybody felt like if they said a word, like you'd be in trouble or something. It was like we all took a moment of silence for the movie.
That was a good movie too.
It's a very good movie. Mm-hmm. Anyway, Paul Thomas Anderson ribs. Was there anything else you wanted to talk about?
No, I just want people to go see this. Go see this movie. It is worth your time, and it's one of the best of the year, if not one of the best of this decade, potentially. So,
and if you also like demons being slayed, you could have a very, very fun 2-weekend run.
Yeah.
You
You'll
know
be in
what's
there all
crazy?
day, but yeah.
I was saying this beware all day. It's like
The
saying, "Oh
theater.
no, you're going to be in Disneyland all day." It's like, what? You're going to be in the best place ever. What do you
Oh
mean?
no! Movies everywhere! Oh,
No.
not Leo and anime.
No.
Dang it!
No.
You're right. What am I talking about? Just go enjoy movies. That's what this channel's for.
I will say this though, because one of the things I did notice is I didn't feel like leaving one battle after another. I left. Autumn felt kind of similar way. Like we left and we were like, I don't feel like the peak. Like I'm not at the top of the summit anymore, like freaking out like everybody else is. But I loved the movie and I kept thinking about it and I was like, why? And it was because I was already on the summit. I've been there for 2 weeks. I've already been at the peak of awesomeness and I just haven't left. Everybody else wasn't there. Nobody was at the top with us. It was just us. We were already up there. It's been a great couple weeks at the movies, man. Are you kidding me? It's bangers. And exactly, because Kyle's not hyped right now because he doesn't understand. He doesn't understand.
I clearly don't understand. I'm trying to here. I'm trying.
No. Not hard enough.
I don't think that's a bad thing. I mean, like, it's exciting when you come out and you're, like, just so...
No, it's not a bad thing. I just remember being like, why do I not, like, actively feel, like, crazy, like, oh my god, like just that kind of energy sometimes you get. But I think it was just because I was already there, man. I walked in.
Maybe.
I just haven't left that state. I've been in total concentration breathing the whole time.
I'll say this. I had the same reaction coming out. Like, I knew I really liked it, but I just didn't feel like that amped adrenaline rush excitement. But I definitely thought about it all night because I didn't sleep a wink last night. So part of it, I think, was because I was thinking about that movie.
This movie, too, is one of the better representations of Gen Z, no longer millennials, but it is very good of depicting what kids today are like, what high school kids are very like. Especially somebody who tends to be around high school kids when I'm teaching. I mean, I teach littler kids, but I'm around the kids. The older kids come around here and there, so like I'm not away from it. And I was like, dang, this movie actually, like, it doesn't feel cringy like AI wrote it, and it's not twiddling their thumbs and all this stuff. It's
yeah. I get what you're saying. On top of that, too, it also is a good depiction about like younger generations facing fear in front of yourselves. I mean, when she has to get taken out of school to like escape from the government, she's freaking out, but like it's internalized, but she's like facing it head on almost. And I would think it's almost similar to how unfortunately most kids nowadays feel when they go to school. Like they know that danger is more around the corner and easier to like happen than ever before. So they're kind of like sadly having to internalize that and having to face that head on. Even more so than when we were in high school.
A bunch of military guys interrupting the dance and nobody is freaking out or yelling or screaming. Yeah. And they're all fairly calm is extremely accurate to how kids would react today.
No,
spoiler. Yes. There's an interrogation scene with other high school kids when they're trying to find her and they're fairly calm. And the guy's like trying to kind of BS with them. And they're like, dude, at the end of the day, we don't really care like what you're saying. And then eventually it's kind of like, all right, now the threats, I'm thinking about them through. And it's like, okay, maybe I will share what I know.
That interrogator was also a real interrogator, apparently. Like he did that as like a living. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And he's good. Like, I mean, he's good in the movie, but like that helps.
You know? I guess. But yeah,
I thought that was an interesting thing. But no, I'm glad you brought that point home. But like we were saying, there is so much about like contemporary America that we're just looking outside our window, basically. But yet somehow you can still be in on, at the end of the day, the story being about this dad trying to save his daughter. But there's just so many layers and components about like real world stuff that is just illustrated masterfully in this. Like it's terrific. That's all I can say.
No, it really is.
Yeah. Well, that's all I got. How about you?
Yeah, no, it sounds good to me. Guys, what do you think? Comment below, let us know. Or like, subscribe, share. We're just going to market this as one battle after another review.
Let's do
So,
that.
all right. Yeah, and as always, thanks for watching, Mom.
See you guys.